Okay, happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. There's nothing special going on the letters page this week, so I'm doing something that's been a long time coming, which is a whole bunch of Adelphophage's Venture Brothers decks. It's gonna be great. First, I want to say, something I shared this last week. I know a bunch of the new heroes from Oblivion are on the Reavers DLC. I'm not going to be using any of them on these videos until such time as Oblivion is in my hands. Partially, this is the whole reason Handelabber's not releasing anything early. You know, they've previewed Benchmark and Stuntman, but we're not going to be getting them until everybody has them in hand. Partially, it's because I want to be able to, when Oblivion shows up on my doorstep, open it up and look at all the cards and read all the flavor text and, have everything be new and fun again. And partially, it's because I've actually gone and looked at the decks, and the Benchmark and Stuntman decks look just fine, but the Void Guard is all there's no art on anything. So, I want them to have some good quality scans before I start using it on Tabletop Simulator. But that's not going to affect this anyway, because our main event is the Monarch, and facing him are Sergeant Hatred, Dr. Orpheus, Jefferson Twilight, and the Alchemist, the latter three of which are the members of the Triad. Alchemist, interestingly enough, is not a hero in his own right. He is, in fact, a promo for the Scholar, who changes the way that he works. And we're just going to be fighting on the mobile defense platform because two of these characters I have not played before, and I want to make it as easy on myself as possible. I don't think I have anything else to add before we get started. So, the Monarch, he's got 55 hit points. He enters play Spiteful Supervillain side up and puts Dr. Girlfriend into play Partner in Crime side up. There she is. And interestingly, all that she has is a front side and a back side. When she's flipped, she's not a target. So, start of the villain turn, if there are 6 or more scheme counters on this card, move 6 and flip the Monarch. Instead of the normal villain play phase, reveal the top H-1 cards of the villain deck, play all revealed hench cards in order, then play the first non-hench card that was revealed, discarding the other revealed cards. End of the villain turn, he gets a scheme counter, and if Dr. Girlfriend is active, he gets an additional counter. So if we take her out, that will keep him from flipping quite so quickly, but she comes back every now and then. Taking her down is a good thing, though. I've played this deck once before. So let's get started. He does not have 6 scheme counters, and I'm actually going to use the tokens that come with it. Little Monarch symbol, I think that's pretty cool. So we're going to reveal the top 3 cards and put any hench cards into play in order, and then play the first non-hench card. So we've got an ongoing, a one-shot, and a hench. So the one-shot's not getting played. Hench gets played first. Brings the operation. If Dr. Girlfriend is active, place 2 scheme counters on the Monarch. Shoo! Otherwise, flip Dr. Girlfriend to her active side and restore her to full HP. So that's how her cards work, is either she's active and she gives a big benefit to the Monarch, or she comes back. Our ongoing is Recruitment Drive. At the end of the villain turn, move a Fluttering Hordes from the villain trash into play. Well, we don't have any right now, so that's okay. End of the villain turn, he gets 2 more scheme tokens, so he's up to 4. That's his entire turn. Alright, Sergeant Hatred. So Brock Sampson is like the bodyguard, not for Dr. Venture so much as the Venture twins. He was eventually replaced by Sergeant Hatred, who started off as kind of like a C-list villain, mostly just a villain in name, and then something, I don't even remember what happened with him. I'm kind of glad that he didn't stick around very long, because he wasn't a very interesting character, but I'm also glad he's got a hero deck. I'll play Violent Nature. When this card is played, Sergeant Hatred deals a target 3 melee damage. I'll just go ahead and hit Dr. Girlfriend. At the end of your turn, you may discard a gun card. If you do, activate the power on that gun. His power is Gear Up. Play an ongoing or equipment card. I've only got 1 equipment card, so we'll go ahead and play it. It's called a hell of a lot of C4. Power, destroy this card. When this card is destroyed, destroy all environment cards, and Sergeant Hatred deals each non-hero target 2 fire damage. Pretty nice. Draw a card. And I have a 3rd adrenaline shot. That's, okay. Dr. Orpheus, who is my favorite character from Venture Brothers. His deck plays very strangely. I'm going to start with Necromantic Flux. Draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards. Now you notice there's this weird little symbol in the top right corner, also in the keywords. I don't remember what the symbols actually are called. I think one's like ritual and one's something, I don't know, it doesn't matter. We're going to call them triangle and skull. So I discard 2 cards. If I discard 2 skull cards this way, a target regains 3 hit points. If I discard 2 triangle cards this way, Dr. Orpheus deals a target 3 infernal damage. So I'm going to try and do that. Oh yeah, and he does have a couple of cards that have both on them. In fact, I might just go ahead and card that one. So that counts as, oh hey, there we go, Prime and Soul. Alright, so Prime. Okay, so I'm going to try and discard 2 Prime cards. That counts as both. If I had a second one, I could get both effects off of this. I'll discard 2 Prime cards. He hits a target for 3. And then his power is Pontificate. Draw a card. We have not yet begun to Orpheus. Jefferson Twilight, if you're not familiar with him, is a black-yellow hunter. He hunts black vampires. That's his whole thing. I don't know why. I'm going to play Steady Footing. Fans of the Cauldron will recognize is basically a complete rework of a Knight card. Power is draw a card, you may play a one-shot. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Ooh, Riposte. Jefferson Twilight deals a target 2 melee damage. There goes Dr. Girlfriend, for the moment. Reduce the next damage that would build Jefferson Twilight by 2, and he draws a card. Okay, so, like I said, the Alchemist uses the Scholar's deck. His power is Transmute, play a card, but he has a special rule. At the start of turn, if there are any elemental cards in play, he regains 2 hit points, then destroy all elemental cards. This means he's not going to be able to keep any of his forms in play for more than a round, but on the other hand, he's also not going to run out of cards the way the Scholar usually does. I think we will start with Don't Dismiss Anything. Panic Room. Play this next to another hero. That hero cannot deal or be dealt damage. Damage may not be redirected to them. That hero gains this power. Play an ongoing or equipment card. Start of your turn, destroy this card. I guess we'll play that next to the Alchemist because he's the only one who's probably not going to be dealing damage this turn. Dr. Orpheus. Psychic Puppetry. Oh, this is a ritual. Okay, yeah. Reveal the top card of X other decks, where X is the number of soul cards in your hand. 4. For each card revealed, you may either play it, discard it, or replace it, discard your hand, and draw 1 card. So this is his big thing, is he's constantly discarding his hand to fuel his big effects. So I get to look at the top card of 4 decks other than his. We might as well look at the other 2 heroes. A little bit of magic. Oh, that's... Yeah, we'll put that into play. That'll be useful. Expect the worst. Play it, discard it, or replace it. I'm going to discard that, because he doesn't need it. Take a look at the top card of the Monarch's deck. Ah, that's one of Dr. Girlfriend's cards. Let's discard that. And Sergeant Hatred. Yeah, let's put that into play. Take a bullet. At the end of your turn, move this card by another hero target. When the target by this card will be dealt damage, reduce that damage by 2 and redirect it to Sergeant Hatred. Then move this card back to Sergeant Hatred's play area. Okay, that was cool. That got us a couple extra card plays. Now we discard his hand and draw a card, which is going to leave him weak for next turn. But he got his draw card. So let's see, Jefferson already got a card play. He gets another card play. This card was played, Jefferson Twilight deals a target 2 melee damage. I'll take it. And get out of the way. Oh wait, he can't deal damage. Okay, that's fine. He wouldn't have healed anything. Play an ongoing or equipment card. Or he can play a card. Doesn't have an ongoing to play. And if he plays anything, this will have no effect, and the other 2 are also going to have no effect because he's not taking any damage this round. So he will skip his power phase and just draw a card. Weird. Low defense platform gives us a gunner. Take a bullet is not actually in effect right now. It takes out Jefferson's damage reduction. Wasted. Alright, the Monarch has 4 scheme tokens. Alright, so let's see, we got a device, we've got number 21, oh dear, and we've got something else that's not getting played. Okay, so, number 21 goes into play. He is Sergeant Hatred's nemesis, and in fact you can see them tussling over here on Violent Nature. Reduce damage dealt to the Monarch and all minions by 1. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the 2 highest HP hero targets 3 melee damage each. Whew. Torture Chamber. Play this in the hero play area with the least non-character cards in it. That would be Dr. Orpheus. Oh boy. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target in its play area 3 toxic, 1 sonic, and 2 melee damage. That's a really nasty card. That being said, let's see, he gets a scheme token, so he'll flip next round, putting them over here, because I can't see them. There are no fluttering hordes in the trash, and he hits the 2 highest for 3 each. That's Sergeant Hatred, who takes 4, and Jefferson Twilight. Okay, Adrenaline Shot. He heals 3. Reveal the top card of your deck, either play it or draw it. Hover Tank. Okay, that's going into play. And then for his power, I will use the Hover Tank. He deals 1 target 5 projectile damage. That'll be number 21, who takes 6, reduced to 5, and goes away. Draw a card, and then he will take a bullet for Dr. Orpheus. Oh, who I forgot to hit for 6 damage. Yeah, definitely taking a bullet for Dr. Orpheus. Okay, so all he gets is Pompous Rhetoric. Draw 2 cards, deals each other hero 1 sonic damage. When a hero is dealt damage this way, their player draws a card. So he's going to bore everyone to death. Let's see, Sergeant Hatred takes no damage. The Alchemist takes no damage. Jefferson Twilight is the lucky one who gets to draw a card. And then he uses his base power to draw a card, and he draws a card. So now after playing a ritual and dumping his hand, he's back up to 4 cards. That's why his base power is draw a card. Okay, Blood Eye. Search your deck or trash for a hunt card, put it into your hand. If you search your deck, shuffle it, play a card. We are going to go on a hunt. Hunt the Master. Play this card next to a Twilight. When Jefferson Twilight would deal damage to this target, increase it by 1. At the start of your turn, discard a card or destroy this card. So these are like bounties. He's only got 3 of them, but they require some effort to put into play. And yeah, it's going into my hand, and I shuffle, and then I play a card, and it's the hunt. Thank you. Goodbye. Actually need to use a little bit magic. Destroy an ongoing or environment card, then destroy this card. We're going to use that to take out Recruitment Drive. But he's set up for next round, I guess. Okay, oh, Panic Room should have gone away. Oh, so actually he did get hit and draw a card. Huh. Yeah, let's don't dismiss anything again, because why wouldn't I? Seriously. Bodyguard, play this card by another hero. When that hero would be dealt damage by a non-hero target, prevent it, use a power, then destroy this card. Dr. Orpheus. Speaking of whom, Opposite Rhetoric. Sergeant Hatred again takes no damage. Jefferson Twilight. When this card enters play, you may play a hunt. I don't have any. Dead face. And then Alchemist himself gets bring what you need. Okay. And then I will play a card. Keep moving. Now I will go for Mortal Formed Energy. Shuffle, and I'll play Grace Under Fire. There are 3 non-hero targets in play. I will hit the Torture Chamber. 3 radiant damage. And draw a card. Ah, crap. Bodyguard's gonna get used up real quick. Okay, Battalion Gunner. Sergeant Hatred takes nothing, so prevent the damage, that 1 whole damage. Sergeant Hatred gets to use a power. Let's deal 5 projectile damage to the Torture Chamber. That sounds like a great idea. And then destroy that card. Okay, admittedly, getting rid of the Torture Chamber was worth it. And then Sergeant Hatred soaks the damage from the Battalion Brute. Excellent. Okay, 3 cards. We got a minion, we got a 1-shot, and we got another minion. So we get 2 Fluttering Hordes, just in time for that ongoing to not matter anymore. The hordes say reduce damage dealt to the Monarch by 1. End of the villain turn, this card deals the highest HP hero target 3 toxic damage. And then Poison Darts is his non-henge card. The Monarch deals the highest HP hero target 3 projectile and 2 toxic damage. Destroy a hero, ongoing, or equipment card in their play area. So he takes 3 and 2, which becomes 2 and 1. You know what? We'll destroy a hell of a lot of C4. Why not? When this card is destroyed, we destroy all environment cards, and he hits the rest of them for 2, which won't hurt the Monarch, but that's okay. That's 2 damage to 2 targets outside of his turn. That's pretty awesome. And then he gets 1 more scheme token. He'll flip next round. Alright, start of Sergeant Hatred's turn. Either discard 3 cards or destroy the hover tank. Hover tank is going away. Sorry. Alright, he doesn't have anything else. Bodyguard again. I mean, that was really cool. Nah. Adrenaline Shot. Reveal Aggression Serum. At the start of your turn, Sergeant Hatred regains a hit point. He has 15 or less HP. He instead regains 2. Oh yeah, that's really cool. We'll put that into play. Guess I'll use his power to play Bodyguard, protecting Dr. Orpheus. He needs something that'll give him powers, though. Oh, hey, there it is. Yeah, I'm not going to discard that. Alright. You know what? I think I forgot to do the Fluttering Hordes damage. He had 27, so he would have taken 2 and 2. Yeah, okay, that's better. Alright, let's play Triad Communion. 2 other players may each use a power on a character card in their play area. Just character card. We're definitely going to have Jefferson do that. Kill one of the hordes. They will keep coming back, probably. Yeah, I guess we could have the Alchemist play Truth Seeker. That'll give him something else to do. And then he draws a card and draws a card. Alright, Jefferson's got +0 damage against the Monarch. I need to discard to keep that hunt in play. I will play Trophy Taker. Deals a target 3 melee damage. We'll take out the other Fluttering Horde. That was destroyed, so I draw 2 cards. Okay, no more damage reduction. Now we use Blackula Hunter, and basically he deals a target 1 melee damage twice, so he will hit the Monarch for 4. Okay, start of the Scholar's turn, or the Alchemist's turn. He regains 2 hit points, means he can deal 2 damage, and then he destroys Mortal Form. I'ma do that again. I will not play a second card. Go ahead and use Truth Seeker, bonk him for 2, and draw 2 cards. Mobile Defense Platform. Hey, it's Turbo Lift. We get the bridge. Good enough. Alright, the Monarch flips. 2 Convoluted Death Trap. The Monarch is immune to damage. Start of the villain turn, if he did not flip this turn, flip him. He still does top 3 cards, and then the first non-henge card that was revealed. End of the villain turn, reveal cards in the villain deck until the device is revealed, play it, and shuffle the villain trash back into the villain deck. So this makes sure he gets one of his devices out, and takes the heat off of him for a round. So, 3 cards. So we got a device, we got a hench, and we got another device. That one goes in the trash, thank God. Iron Butterflies reduce damage dealt to this card by 2. Start of each hero turn, this card deals the highest HP hero target 3 irreducible melee damage. And Moral Support. Dr. Girlfriend is not active, so she flips. We look for a device. Oh, first one, Mind Mutilator. In the villain turn, the Monarch deals the 2 highest HP heroes 4 psychic damage each. Player of a hero dealt damage this way skips the next power phase. Then we shuffle the trash into the deck. Alright, so he hits Sergeant Hatred and Jefferson Twilight, and they have to skip their power phase. It's not that they can't use powers, but that's what I'm going to put down, otherwise I'm going to forget. Okay, start of his turn. First he regains a hit point, and then the Iron Butterflies hit him for 3. So we're going to go with a sniper rifle now, so he can actually deal some damage. Power, Sergeant Hatred deals a target 3 projectile damage. After he damages that target, if it has 2 or fewer HP, you may discard a card to destroy it. Not too bad. Okay, Dr. Orpheus. I'm going to play Fractal Lightning. It's a ritual. Dr. Orpheus deals X targets 3 lightning damage each, where X is the number of prime cards in your hand. Discard your hand and draw a card. So that's 1, 2, So 3 to the Mind Manipulator, and 1 to the Iron Butterflies, which, oh yeah, hits him for 3. And actually, Sergeant Hatred couldn't have hit it because he had to skip his power phase. Stupid thing. See, I put the token on and I still forgot. Discard his hand, draw a card. And then he draws a card, and then he draws a card. So he recovers from rituals pretty quickly. Okay, discard to keep the hunt in play. He's skipping his power this turn, so surprise attack. Jefferson Twilight, oh yeah, start of his turn, Sergeant Hatred will take the 3 damage. Jefferson Twilight deals target 3 melee damage. If it entered play since the end of my last turn, increase the damage by 2, so he will hit the Iron Butterflies for 3. So close. And he skips his power and he draws a card. Alchemist heals 2, he takes out the Mind Mutilator, and loses his thing. Doesn't have a whole... You know what, I'll go ahead and play Solid Liquid, so that'll just mean more healing next turn. And then, let's see, he will bonk Dr. Girlfriend and draw 2 cards. Low defense platform, another Turbo Lift. Another Turbo Lift leading to the birth. That's going to happen probably a lot. Okay, so he flips and reveal 3 cards. A 1-shot, a hench, and another hench. So, Fluttering Hordes, back to back. Dr. Girlfriend is active. She and the Monarch each deal the highest HP hero target 3 melee damage. That is the Alchemist. And then he gets a 1-shot, Villainous Monologue. The Monarch deals each hero target 2 sonic damage. Place 2 scheme counters on him. Ooh, Jefferson Twilight, and him, and Sergeant Hatred. And then he tries to hit Dr. Orpheus. We prevent the damage, and Sergeant Hatred gets to use a power. He will... finally use the sniper rifle and take out the Iron Butterflies. That is a good use of his power phase. Okay, end of his turn, he gets 2 scheme tokens from that 1-shot, and he gets 2 more because Dr. Girlfriend is in play. Fluttering Hordes hit the highest for 3. That's going to be Dr. Orpheus, and Sergeant Hatred will take a bullet for him, taking only 1 damage. Start of his turn, he heals 2. Excellent. What do we have? Right, in a target entered play, which means we play the top card, and it's Battalion Mechanic. Fine. Adrenaline Shot. I was complaining about having those in my hand, and they've been very useful. Twin Pistols. I'm going to put that in his hand. We will use the Sniper Rifle, hit Dr. Girlfriend for 3. Draw a card. End of his turn, we will discard a gun. He deals up to 2 targets 2 projectile damage each. That's 2 to her, and 2 to the Monarch. And then he will take a bullet, oh boy, for the Alchemist. Okay, I have lots of rituals in hand, so we're going to play Necromantic Flux. Okay, I will drop 2 prime cards, deal the target 3 infernal damage, I'll hit them. And then he draws 2 cards. I'm hoping I will finally be able to get out power ongoing for him. Okay, what do we got? Discard to keep that hunt in play. Take a look at his other hunts real quick, because I forget what they do. Okay, Expert Tracker, ongoing. When this card enters play, reveal cards on the top of your deck till you reveal hunt. Put it into your hand, shuffle the rest of the revealed cards back into your deck. At the start of your turn, you may destroy this card. You do move a hunt from your trash or hand into play. So we go ahead and we get Hunt the Bloodline. That one's cool. That says you can only put it next to a non-character target, but when he would deal damage to that target, he instead deals that much damage to that target and another target. Very nice. Ooh, I didn't even realize I got this. Decapitate. Jefferson Twilight deals a target next to a hunt 5 melee damage, then destroy a hunt next to that target. I think he'll go ahead and hit the Monarch for 6, and then at the start of my next turn, I can get that back into play, and it'll be awesome. Okay, start of his turn, Alchemist heals 3, and Solid Liquid goes away. I am going to Offensive Transmutation on the Monarch. Then I will smack the Fluttering Hordes for 2 and draw 2 cards. It's interesting because not relying on the elementals quite so much really changes up the way he plays. It's freeing me up to use his other stuff more often. Of course, the really fun part will be if I can get Fleshed Iron and Alchemical Redirection in my hand, and then I can play both on the same turn, and it'll be really neat. Alright. Shield Generator. Birth goes off, giving us another Shield Generator. Okay, so the environment's not going to be doing anything for a while. He does not flip, he gets 3 cards. Get a 1-shot, a hench, and another hench. Oh, it's the Pupae Twins. In the villain turn, this card deals the lowest HP hero target 2 melee and 2 projectile damage. More Poison Darts. He hits the highest for nothing, but still destroys an ongoing equipment card, and that is Sergeant Hatred once again. I guess I'll drop Violent Nature. Okay, end of his turn he gets 1 token, and then Fluttering Hordes hits Sergeant Hatred. Pupae Twins will go after the Alchemist, and the other Fluttering Hordes will hit Dr. Orpheus. Alright, that hits, the Pupae Twins hit him for 2, which gets reduced to 0, and Take a Bullet goes away, so he only takes 2. That's not bad. Okay, start his turn, he heals 1. Field Reconnaissance. The heroes collectively draw X cards, marks as 1 plus the number of environment cards in play, so that's 5. Oh, actually, should be 1 more. Sky Deck. Okay, it's still 5. 5 cards. We're going to give 1 to the Scholar, we're going to give 1 to Jefferson Twilight, and Sergeant Hatred is taking the other 3 because fuck. sniper rifle, pupae twins. I'm going to discard a card to destroy them. And they go on the bottom of the deck. Draw a card, and he will take a bullet for the alchemist again. Okay, it's time for Master of Mysticism. This is a very good card, because it's basically his main power, except he also deals 2 damage. So, 2 energy damage to a Fluttering Horde, and then he draws a card, and then draws a card. It's amazing. Do you see what I mean? It's freaking amazing. Alright, start of his turn. Expert Tracker, I will destroy and put Hunt the Master into play. Which means I then have to discard a card. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now I'm going to play Hunt the Bloodline. Play that on the Fluttering Hordes. And then he'll use Decapitate. So he hits the Fluttering Hordes for 5, and he hits the Monarch for 6, destroying Hunt the Bloodline because, hey, guess what? That target left play. Well, no, I guess it doesn't go away when the target leaves play. Destroying Hunt the Bloodline because that's awesome. It doesn't go away when the target leaves play, which means that was a completely valid play. Jefferson Twilight is not a very complex character, but boy is he a lot of fun to play. Okay, no elementals out. Let's change that. Keep moving. We'll form, and then, oh yeah, that goes away. Play Solid Liquid as well, and bop the Monarch for 2, and draw 2 cards. Another well, okay, he does not flip cards. Got an ongoing, we've got a hench, and we've got a hench. Ooh, the henches are both Fluttering Hordes. The ongoing is Diabolical Plot. At the end of the villain turn, place 2 scheme counters on the Monarch. When he's flipped, he deals each hero target 2 psychic damage and destroys this card. So, yeah, he's definitely flipping next turn. Speaking of which, he gets Scheme Token. Fluttering Hordes hit Jefferson Twilight and Sergeant Hatred, and then he gets 2 more tokens. So that means he's got 8. And that's why at the start of his turn you only remove 6, so he'll have 2 extra left over. We need to get rid of that. I'll probably have Jefferson do it. Sergeant Hatred heals 2. I think it would be a good time for a hell of a lot of C4. Let's go ahead and destroy that, dump the environment, and once again he's only hitting the Fluttering Hordes. That's fine. I think, yeah, that sounds good. Unweave the World. Dr. Orpheus deals each non-hero target 4 infernal damage, and each hero target 4 minus X infernal damage, where X is the number of prime cards in your hand. I have 3. So, he takes out the Fluttering Hordes, hits him for 4, hits everybody else for 1. I think that's reasonable. And he actually doesn't even hit himself, because Sergeant Hatred takes a bullet for him. And then we discard his hand, and draw a card. He will be drawing 3 cards this round. Do it now. And he hits the Monarch for 2. Awesome. Okay, start Jefferson Twilight's turn, he discards a card. I will play another copy of Blackula Hunter, because it's not limited. We have to play a little bit magic, and use it to destroy an ongoing card. Oop, by Diabolical Plot. Alright, he heals 3 and hits the Monarch for 3, and then his stuff goes away. Oh, hey, remember what I was saying earlier? Play Alchemical Redirection, uses base power to play Keep Moving, or a Flesh to Iron. Now he can take bullets. Play a card off that Keep Moving, so I will play No One to Hold Fast, since it's pretty much the end of his turn. Fantastic. Oh, wow, that's a really good power for him. Oh, shit. Okay, Monarch flips, and we drop 6 tokens. He's down to 2. He gets 3 card plays. Ongoing, 1-shot, hench. Fluttering Hordes again. And Recruitment Drive. Get a device. It's the Torture Chamber again. Oh boy. Shuffle his trash into his deck. Oh, which means the ongoing is not going to work. Fewest non-character cards in it. It's still Dr. Orpheus. Fluttering Hordes hits the Alchemist for 1, which means Torture Chamber also hits him for a grand total of 1. That was the time to play that combo. Sergeant Hatred heals. Gotta wait for him to flip before we can hurt him. Direct Order. Another player may play a 1-shot. We're going to play No One to Turn Loose, because with 8 lightning damage, he can just take out the Torture Chamber. Yes, I know, I got rid of a No One to Hold Fast, but I don't care. I'm going to use his base power to play the Riot Gun. Lets him draw cards, which I actually want. And then he draws a card, and he will take a bullet for Jefferson Twilight. Finally has more hit points than him. Potent Exorcism. Destroy an ongoing or environment card. Draw. The question is, well, yeah, I'm going to destroy that. Just so we don't do anything stupid. And then I'm not even going to bother killing that Fluttering Horde. Just draw 2 cards. Okay, start of his turn. Discard to keep that hunt in play, and then I will play Bravado. Heals 2 and draws 2. And then I'll use Steady Footing. Draw a card, and I'll play another Bravado. Filling his hand for the moment when he can take the Monarch out. And draw a card. Oh, finally. Yes. Okay, this stuff goes away, and he heals 2. He just healed back all the damage that he took from that. Friggin' fantastic. I will use Truth Seeker, bonk the Fluttering Horde so somebody else can take them out, and draw 2 cards. Wow, last card. Battalion Gunner. Everybody take 1. Jefferson Twilight takes nothing. Alright, the Monarch flips. 3 cards. We've got the Pupae Twins again, an ongoing, and more Fluttering Hordes. Aerial Assault. Increase damage dealt by minions by 1. Reduce damage dealt to minions by 1. Start of the villain turn, if there are any minions in play, destroy this card. That's going to suck for a minute. He gets a Scheme token. Okay, so Fluttering Hordes hits Jefferson Twilight for 4. Pupae Twins hit Jefferson Twilight for 6. Fluttering Hordes hit the Alchemist for 4. He is still the Scholar. He can still take it. Okay, Trick Shot. Next time Sergeant Hatred deals projectile damage, increase it by 2. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. I think he'll use the Riot Gun, hit these Fluttering Hordes for 3, taking them out. Let's him draw a card and draw a card. And he will take bullets for Jefferson Twilight. Time for another ritual. Extirpating Flame. Dr. Orpheus deals a target twice X fire damage, where X is the number of prime cards in your hand. I have, once again, 3. That is 6 damage, reduced to 5 because of the Fluttering Hordes, but not Aerial Assault. 5 damage to the Monarch. And then we discard his hand and draw a card. I think it's time to end this. He's drawing 3 this round. He'll use Master Mysticism to ping the Monarch for 1. He draws a grand total of 3 cards. Alright, Jefferson Twilight discards to keep that hunt in play and plays Necklace of Fangs. End of your turn, you may use an additional power. If you do, either discard 2 cards or destroy this card. Great card. So, first power, I guess I'll just use Slash. Hit the Monarch for 2. Draw a card. End of his turn, he will use Decapitate. Hit him for 5. And I don't think it's going to matter. We'll just go ahead and destroy the Necklace of Fangs. Okay, Alchemist, finish it, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. He does just enough damage to take the Monarch out. That was intense, and also kind of insane, and also, honestly, kind of awesome. Good teamwork. The Monarch is a fun villain because he plays so differently from other Sentinels villains, because he's constantly throwing minions at you and sometimes playing extra cards alongside that, and it's not super amazingly bad considering the fact that he can play 3 cards a turn. Jefferson Twilight, like I said, really fun, very straightforward damage dealer with some bounty-like effects. Dr. Orpheus, I really like. Playing him is a bit of a puzzle, and it can sometimes be, oh, I play a card and then my hand goes away, and why would I want that? But you do want that. You burn through his deck real fast, but you do all kinds of cool stuff. Sergeant Hatred, not too bad. Very tanky, probably not my favorite of the Venture Brothers hero decks, but certainly solid, and he's got some very, very useful effects. And then the Alchemist, this was my first time playing him. Honestly, not too bad. As a Scholar promo goes, he's very interesting. Kind of unfortunate that he doesn't have his own deck, but I know why he doesn't, and that's because he doesn't really appear in the show that much. Usually the Triad call him up and he's like, what? I don't want to do anything. But that's your Venture Brothers special for today. Hope you enjoyed that. As always, Tabletop Simulator, the Reavers, Sentinels, and Cauldron DLC, and Adelpha Phages archives are not licensed graded in the game's products. Please support the official release and flip.